let's talk about the Alchemist. 3570. So Santiago, he arrived at a strange land at a bar. He was lonely all by himself, and another boy who was speaking Spanish approached Santiago, and he seemed really friendly. And the boy suggested, "Hey, Santiago, you don't seem to know the geography around here. I can be your guide. I can definitely be a useful guide to your destination pyramid. Just follow me." And then around here, near the sea, there are a lot of thieves. So you better watch out, Santiago. Just follow me. And then they went into the marketplace together. And what happened to everybody? Please tell me, everybody. That boy, what did the boy do? He stole Santiago's gold coins. He stole Santiago's precious money while Santiago was looking at the beautiful sword. While being distracted, the boy stole the money and ran away, and Santiago was really shocked. Yeah. Okay, so at that moment, Santiago, he completely, heartbroken. He thought of himself 1 month ago. 1 month ago, he was in his homeland with his parents, and he was an amazing shepherd. He had 60 sheep. He was a rich man, and he had a woman. He had a girl that he loved. He thought of marrying her. He had everything, and now on this strange land. He doesn't even speak the language, feels completely lonely. He was betrayed. He's penniless. So he is just sitting there and blaming God. God, if you are really fair, if you're even there, if you even exist, God, how could you let this happen to me? This is so unfair. I'm going to blame you for the rest of my life, and I'm going to feel bitter like this forever during the rest of my life. I'm going to curse all the people who are going to Egypt because I'm sure there are no treasures hidden there. And then he reached into pockets, and then what did he find in the pockets? You guys remember? Oh, Urim and Thummim. Yeah, those are the two stones that the old king gave him. And then while touching the two stones, he got reminded of the old king's message, which was, Santiago, if you pour your true heart, if you truly and desperately desire something, the universe is going to hear your heart's desires, and then all the forces in the universe are going to collaborate, and then they're going to help you to reach your destination, Santiago. Don't forget this message. And Santiago got reminded of the message, and he realized that there are two paths in front of him. One path is perceiving himself as a helpless victim. 난 피해자야. I'm a victim. The world is so unfair to me. That boy stole all of my money. This is so unfair. He had that option, and the other option was perceiving himself as an adventurer. Yeah, if you think of an adventure, if you think of any movie, any adventure movie, is there a single adventure movie where the main character doesn't have any challenges? No, every adventure movie, every hero movie, on the way to the destination, on the way to the goal, there are always challenges, and there are always villains and then enemies. And because the main character fights off the villains and then the enemies and overcomes these challenges, the main character levels up, upgrades himself, improves, becomes stronger and stronger, and that's why he is able to reach the final destination. So Santiago, at this point, he decides to perceive himself as the hero, and then as an adventurer. He's on his way. Well, he started feeling happy, and then he started feeling that the renewed sense of confidence is feeling all through his body. Not because the situation had changed one bit. The situation didn't change at all, but the way he sees himself, the way he perceives himself, his outlook changed. So happiness is probably not a matter of the situation, but it's a matter of how we perceive ourselves. So the happiness is not the state of no pain. There are definitely painful moments in our lives, but if we decide to perceive the painful moments as the things that are going to make us stronger on our way to the adventure, then that could actually be, we can gain happiness even in the midst of the adversity and then unhappy, incidents. Okay, so let's go to the second part of the discussion. So Santiago, he arrived at this town called Tangier, and he spotted this crystal shop on top of a hill, and not many customers came there, and the customer owner didn't really have too much business that was going on. So he went into the crystal shop, and what kind of offer did Santiago make to the owner of the crystal shop? Well, yeah, and he said that, hey, mister, can I clean your shop and then dust off the crystals? They're really beautiful. And then they definitely need more customers. I'm going to clean for you. I'm going to work for you. And then here in this part, Santiago, after working there for a couple months, he says that, oh, I learned that I don't speak the language Arabic fluently. And when I talk to the customers, cannot really communicate well with the spoken language or written language or anything like that. But he learned that there's a universal language of enthusiasm. And this language can be communicated even to the people from different cultures and then even to the people who doesn't speak my native language. And what is language of enthusiasm? He showed that while he was working here. He cleaned the store. It was shiny. And he suggested making a display cabinet so that the beautiful crystals could be displayed to the eyes of the customers more conveniently and easily. And he suggested, well, it's on a hill, so view from the top of the hill is spectacular. And the customers are going to enjoy drinking a cup of tea on the top of the hill, wouldn't they? Why don't we, run like a cafe inside this crystal shop? So he made suggestions passionately and enthusiastically. And when he greeted the customers, he did so cheerfully with enthusiasm and passion and with cheerful attitude. And all the customers instantly noticed the language of enthusiasm, and more customers were attracted and they earned more money. So Santiago was able to earn more money so that he could use that for his further travel. Okay, so language of enthusiasm, although we don't speak all the different foreign languages. When we have that, when we speak through that language, and when we act through that language, other people are going to see that. And they're going to join in our adventure and they're going to do everything to help us. It's like when you truly want something, when you truly desire something, and when you do so with cheerfulness and passion and happiness and with all the joy, other people are going to join in your adventure and help you. All the forces and all the people in the universe are going to join you and help you. Yeah, okay. So that's the lesson that Santiago learned at this part. Okay, so let's all practice for uh, 40 seconds. 40 seconds. 첫 번째, victim or adventurer. 그리고 두 번째, language of enthusiasm. Let's all talk together. Okay. Ready? 다 연습이에요. Ready, set, start. Okay, so Santiago, his money was stolen by a boy that he met at a bar, and while he was looking at a beautiful sword, he got distracted. The boy ran off with the money. After he got stolen, Santiago felt betrayed and very bitter, and he started blaming God. And then he was in that state for a while, but while touching the stones that the old king gave him, he got reminded of the very crucial message that the old king gave him. If you want something truly and desperately, and if you desire that from the bottom of your heart, all the universe, the forces of the universe are going to conspire to help you. So Santiago decided to see himself as an adventurer rather than a victim. 오케이, 좋아요. 그러면 여러분 30초씩 다 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다, 여러분. 좋아요. 네.